And we live. Welcome to Hoop Historians Podcast, where we put basketball in proper perspective. I'm your stand-in host today, white boy Chris. As always, we got Ray.
Yo,
What's going on, G? So today, of course, we're gonna recap last night's game, Eastern Conference Finals. Boston Celtics against the Miami Heat. Then we're gonna get into this Lakers game that's probably about to get kicked. It already started. Or it's about to get kicked off.
no, I ain't even started yet.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get into that. Spend a little time on that. So then I'm try to catch some of that game. But shit, first things first. Just I guess what's your takeaways on that game last night, Ray?
Man, Tatum make it so hard for you to just cheer for him sometimes. Four
I
attempts
already knew it, man.
four attempts in the second half, and then 0 points in the fourth quarter. But you got three turnovers. It's crazy.
Yeah. And
And then
see,
he had the audacity to get pissed about that one call when he clearly jumped and then tried to say like he didn't leave his one of his feet was still on the ground. Like, bro, no.
yeah.
Every angle shows that both of your feet are in the air. But I think more so though he was just kind of frustrated with Miami's defense because man they wasn't making it easy at all. But that ain't no excuse.
No,
You
it's not.
supposed to be a MVP top five finalist in some people's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't be making them little blunders.
I think I'm just really, at the part now. Can we stop? I understand it to an extent, but can we stop going to the coach as the reason why motherfuckers don't touch the ball at the end of the game? I mean, for real. I mean, if we just gonna be for real, and I know we try to stay away from this, this ESPN shit, but I just listened to First Take for the entertainment, but I can't remember who said it. I think it may have been Tim Lesler, whatever his name is. He
Oh,
actually said
Legler,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, he actually said something that kind of made a lot of sense. A bunch of these dudes always want to go on this goddamn, try to have the mamba mentality. Well, y'all motherfuckers ain't acting like it because we know in that situation, Kobe is going to get that ball. So I agree with him on that point. We got to get to the point to where we got to get to where we got to stop. I was like, oh well, the coach the reason why he ain't get the ball. Like, nah, you the best player on the team. Go get that motherfucker. Who gonna tell you no?
Yeah, I don't, that's the thing. I don't think it's an era now where it's only really you can really point out who really just go out there and demands the ball and the team actually respects it.
But do we not think that he's one of them players?
At times it seems like it, and the other times, I mean, when he had mishaps like last game, I think I think that it kind of rolls back to like I don't know, maybe you don't deserve to demand the ball like you think you do
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
both Brown and Tatum can both disappear, especially in the fourth quarter. We done seen it in this playoff run alone, and then we
Mhm.
got Brown coming off in post game interviews talking about maybe I need to demand the ball more. Like maybe what?
Yeah.
The only person that should demand the ball more to you is maybe Tatum. Nobody else on the team should be like talking about maybe I should. Like it's multiple options out there. But like no, y'all are the two guys that they looking for in those situations.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah, I
mean,
feel you on that.
I expect Tatum, but the interesting thing. All the teams that's left in the playoffs are all undefeated at home, other than Boston. Boston 4-4. Everybody else protect their home well. But I expect Boston to come out better. But that was just interesting to me. I'm like, bro, y'all have done a terrible job in the playoffs.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I mean, like I said, I still don't feel like that team really has an identity. in my opinion. I still don't think they really know what they're trying to do, and it's all because it's under a new head coach, which is, I mean, that's one thing, but it ain't like y'all got no different pieces. Y'all got the same pieces. Y'all literally just added a piece to the puzzle. So, but back to what you're saying about Tatum, I don't know. I feel like he be picking and choosing when he decide he want to go nuclear and take over a game, and that's literally my only problem with him. Because when you see in that game 7 against Philly, he was demanding the ball in that game. And it's just like sometimes when you get to them close situations, like in that game, they had a double-digit lead and was getting killed in the third quarter. It gets close in the fourth, but it's like you're nowhere to be found. You setting pick and rolls. Like why are you setting screens? Like, why are you setting screens, bro?
You ain't
Like,
did it all game. Now you want to start doing that? Like what?
yeah, man. I just don't get it sometimes. I mean, it's one thing if you want to do that on 1-2
And we
possessions.
also got to talk about how they blew a 10-point lead.
Yeah, they blew a double-digit lead.
Like they try to bring up that stat about Miami this playoffs, talking about when they trailing by 10 or more, they got a above 500 record. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Boston, especially in their house, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Yeah, you can't have that. You can't have that shit happening, bro. You
Like
gotta
y'all supposed to be the better team. Like y'all cannot be giving them no man. Y'all supposed to be establishing dominance, and
right. They favored to win the series.
but that's why, like I was telling DJ yesterday, though, man, Miami don't care about none of that, about that
Nah, they don't.
being favored and all that. And Jimmy, it's funny because right after I said that, after the game, Jimmy Butler talked about that. He said, "Man, we don't look at who's the favorites. We just go out there and play."
Yep. I mean, you was talking about that the other day. Like, motherfuckers just need to start going out there and hoop. And we don't care about. He said, "Shit." And I believe he believed it. We don't give a damn about no home court advantage. We don't give a damn. We just going out there to hoop. That's what, and like I said, that's why I ain't really agree with DJ. Like, I understand you want to bring up the size, conversation or whatever. They do not care. I was just glad that Bam had a decent game.
Yeah, I mean, he
We're
been
gonna see if he can
lately.
sustain it.
He played pretty solid in the Knicks series. So I said like his last 3-4 games, he has been pretty solid. And I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised to see him maintain it for this long. But hey, he been playing much better as of late.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if he just get a slow start or what's going on, or maybe it was just the Bucks was just too much for him, and he just needed a smaller, sloppier Knicks team. but yeah, cause I ain't see DJ say nothing about Bam last night. He couldn't.
Hey, one thing I will say about DJ, he ain't gonna just criticize you. It's gonna be a reason why he criticizing.
Oh no, he definitely had a reason, but I'm just saying he couldn't say nothing about him last night. You know what I mean? But I really want to get your take on how you feel about everybody else on the Heat, though. Like I liked how Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin was kind of being aggressive.
Yeah, I feel like everybody who got value, like who actually got valuable PT yesterday,
They put in
all
their
scored
part.
double digits. That's the crazy part. Everybody
Yeah.
who got actual minutes in the game for Miami had 12 or more.
Yeah, I think the only one that was under was Kevin Love. But he only played 16 minutes though. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. He only played 16 minutes. Yeah, I'm looking at this now. Damn, that nigga Jimmy played 43 fucking minutes. My God. Yeah, that's a dog, man. I feel like he just finally got in the right situation. People can talk about him all they want to when he was with Chicago and Minnesota and Philly. But I feel like Miami, shit, let him have went to Miami when he first got drafted.
Man.
Imagine what he would have did if he went there when he first got drafted. My God.
Hey, man. When he first got that, LeBron was still there.
I know. I mean, he clearly would have been coming off the bench, but I'm just saying, just imagine.
Hey, but he already had a dog mentality. Even like when you look at
Yeah,
him back in his younger years with the Bulls, that's the
that's
one
what
thing
I
that
know.
always stuck out to me. I'm like, from day one, he wanted to guard the best players in his position.
And I do like that we seeing that. We seeing Jimmy and Bam pretty much take Tatum and Brown, unless, of course, they, get switched off of in a pick and roll. But when they coming up the court, I do appreciate the fact you got clearly the two best players, going, trying to stick the other two best players. And Bam was doing a decent job on Brown. I just feel like this might be the series where Bam can really just show, hey, I'm here. I can be a valuable second option, but it just got to be on a more consistent basis.
That boy MPJ asking for a challenge in the first quarter. And they are
They
not
doing
gonna
it?
win that champ. No.
Oh,
I think Mike Malone gave him the side. I don't even think he even acknowledged it.
yeah, like
He
nigga,
on the bench right now.
It's too early for that shit.
Mike Malone said, "Don't worry about it. You can come sit right by me." Right after that play, he got sent to the bench.
This is like, come sit by me for a second. Let's talk about it.
I want you to watch this play. He was really looking at the laptop, looking at them like, how is that a charge? I'm like, bro,
come here. Let's talk about it.
That boy there. I know DJ was clowning Grant Williams for doing that. I'm like, MPJ be doing it a lot too.
I forgot to cut the TV on so I could watch the damn game. Okay, so I guess we done pretty much covered the Miami side. We covered Tatum. So what about everybody else? So I guess
I like them being aggressive in the paint. With Grant Williams in the first half, it seemed like they kind of went away with how like he was. I ain't gonna, man. People can say what they want, but he was having his way with Bam in the paint. Like, it was crazy. I'm like, Robert Williams is not nowhere near as like a offensive player as he's looking on like right now. But just because of the height advantage, his athleticism, and just him just being stronger, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was, man. They was throwing oops to him. They was throwing it into him. Like, he was actually like posting him up, just turn around lays or turn around little
just easy shots.
I was just like, bruh. He may not be y'all high point man, but man, if you see him down there and it's 1-on-1, give him the ball. Like, we're not saying he needs to go out there and average 30 points, but man, let him take advantage of those. Because it's sometimes where the offense was kind of just stale, and I'm like, y'all can at any time y'all can just give it to him, and he either going to the line or it's easy 2 points. Like, make him put Bam in foul trouble or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think they. I mean, I guess it's kind of weird to say that they didn't expect for Miami to come out as hard as they did. When shit, if anybody, that's the one team you should expect to come out like that, because that's pretty much their MO. And I don't know, like, I mean, yeah, they had a lead on them, but I guess they just thought that they was gonna lay down and like, okay, wait for game two. Because really, if you look at at both halves, Boston really got sloppy, particularly Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown with them turnovers in the second half. I really think that's that's what got Miami back into the game the way they did. Because that third quarter, because I ain't realizing I'm just watching all these shots going in. I'm like, damn, how many points they scored? I was like 40
Yeah,
plus,
they scored 46 in that third quarter. It's crazy.
46. I said, and that right there, where are the adjustments?
That's what a lot of people get on Celtics coaching for. He don't, man.
Like, where are the adjustments? Like you
He
can't,
don't make an adjustment to the next game.
but
Like
and but
that's how slow his reaction be. That's what it seemed like, at least to me.
I'm like, shit, how long does it take you to react? You getting your ass kicked. Like, goddamn, shit. If I'm getting beat, I think I'm gonna want to try to swing back eventually. But no, that nigga just said, fuck it. He just bent over and took it.
Man.
I don't know. I feel like if nothing else, I mean, because this is what all I'm hearing. Everybody saying, "Oh yeah, the Celtics the most talented team on paper, yada yada yada." But I feel like this series may really just be a battle of coaching because if you gonna literally sit there and let them go off like that in a third quarter, I don't see. I don't know. I just don't because that's all making adjustments, man. That's all come down to making adjustments. But it's like they did not do a damn thing. And then the way that they were using Tatum in that fourth quarter, like, okay, you made an adjustment to use him in a pick and roll, but that was a dumbass adjustment. Oh man, I ain't got ESPN on this TV. But yeah, bro. I mean, I ain't really too. I mean, I watched the game, but once I went back and look at it, I was like, shit, they did it to themselves. You know, it just one of those.
Yep.
It's just sometimes you got them games where it's like, okay, it was a hard fault, just a better team won. Like, oh, that shit was self inflicted. All of it was self inflicted. They literally did nothing to try to stop their run. And I didn't really pay attention to it. They talking about there was only one timeout called in that quarter by Boston. That is disgusting. It just comes to a certain point. Shit, coaching gets exposed, and it got exposed this game. So he definitely gonna have to make some changes. Get them boys to play on the defense side of the ball or something because you can't let nobody walk you for 46 quarter. That's little league ball. That's church league. But just going off of that though, what adjustments do you think they need to make in order to win the next game?
Shoot, to be honest, like I was saying earlier, when they get into a half court situation, even if I would like to see Williams in more pick and roll opportunities
Robert Williams.
going forward. Because in game one, I think he exposed that can't nobody on they don't have the bigs, they don't have the size, nobody can really maintain him. So Tatum and Brown gonna get theirs. Smart and White, I mean, that's another thing. White been so underwhelming in the playoffs. It's crazy.
That's why San Antonio let him go.
Like, man, I don't think nobody expected. Like, we knew that Tatum could be inconsistent, but at the same time, he their best. Well, he their number one option.
Yeah.
But we need the role players to always kind of fulfill their roles. I'm like, dude, you got a smaller role than what we asking of the main guy. So the stuff, the little that we do ask you, we need you to be consistent with it. But man, I don't know, man. Boston just they so wishy washy. It's hard to
Yeah.
really just name off one adjustment or two adjustments because it's like
said, he said, "You'll put me on the spot. I don't know what to tell them boys to do." But
so
I mean,
I want to see less turnovers from
I was just about to say they got to play a cleaner game.
yeah.
They got to play a cleaner game because if you're going to allow Miami to come back and shot, and this is the thing that's crazy, and this is why Miami is just always just a weird team. They shot 50% from three. If you're gonna turn the ball over and they shoot 50% from three and score 46 in a quarter, you're gonna lose. It just ain't no other way to put it. You're going to lose. You can't protect the ball and you can't stop them from scoring. It's gonna be a long night.
Yeah.
So, but shit, we can move on to this Lakers game. Let me see. What's the score? Oh, 18-20. So
No.
I know it's kind of hard. So just quick prediction. Who you think gonna take it before we get into it?
Shoot. Ain't about who take it. It's about who Lakers better take their mug if they want any chance of keeping a playoff hopes alive. Because I don't think it's no team left in the playoffs if they get down two on Nuggets. That there's any hope going forward trying to win the series because they just they too polished, they too poised, they playing some of the best playoff basketball that we done seen all year. So I mean, Lakers better take this mug even up and go back home because just as great as if Nuggets has been at home, that's just as good as Lakers been at home. So I mean, I think they don't. I mean, I whether they win or lose, I think they go back with still like we still got our home that we can depend on. But it's just it's just a little bit more sigh of relief when you go back and it's even versus okay, we have to win two versus
Yeah.
okay, if we don't get two, we can at least get one back at home and we come back to them 2-2. So I do think Lakers get this one though. Because I don't like so far. One thing I've noticed is Nuggets ain't hitting all them crazy shots they was hitting in game one.
Yeah. Sometimes we just gotta call shit like, man. So it was
Up
just
to
that
that
night.
first quarter was that you can't. It ain't nothing you really do about that. At that point, hey, hats off to the other team, y'all, man. Y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Y'all came out, y'all fed off the energy of the crowd. Y'all was knocking down some unbelievable shots. Jokic was crazy in the first quarter. So I mean, at that point, it's like, man, you just
So how do you feel about the adjustment they made to start Vanderbilt and have Schroeder coming off the bench?
I expected that. I thought they was gonna go with a bigger lineup. I thought they was gonna have Rui out there
Mm-hmm.
and have D'Angelo come off the bench, but you know, people start talking and reports got out and they was like, it was word that got out that the Lakers said that they might lose D'Angelo if they have him coming off the bench in the off season, so they didn't want to have him coming off the bench. And I was just like, man, you got to put that pride to the side.
Yeah,
They're trying to win a
I can't
championship.
stand. Yeah, man. Do you want to win or not?
But
I be
so far,
hating
man,
that.
I will say this. So far in the playoffs, when D'Angelo has a bad game, the next game he do bounce back, and so far he has been pretty solid this game. But it's the fact that, bro, you like,
Yeah, but
man,
I get so goddamn tired.
I don't know how accurate that report is, but that does
I
kind of
heard
sound
it.
that really. It does kind of sound like that could have been a thing.
Yeah, I'm just sick of that shit, man. Just because, do you want to win or not? Motherfuckers always get all butt hurt and shit. Somebody say, "Hey, I need you to come off the bench for me tonight." Like, bro, did you see yourself in game one?
Yeah.
Like, do we need to go over? Do I need to sit you down and go over the numbers? Do we need to watch this tape to see how you looked last game?
And that's the thing. I'm like, dude, if you was consistent, we would never question it if you had
We
to come off the bench or not.
Thank you. That is my thing right there. Like, when are these niggas gonna start looking themselves in the mirror? Like, maybe I need to play better. Maybe if I would have played better, he wouldn't even, the reports of me going to the bench wouldn't even came out. But as soon as a month, man, I just get sick of the crying. I'm just sick of hearing grown men cry. That's my whole thing. Like, nigga pride trying to get hurt. A nigga like, man, fuck around. You're gonna be sitting next to me this whole goddamn game. You keep doing all that damn crime, man. And my thing is, nigga, you better be glad you back in a purple and gold jersey in the first place. You know, we all know how your mouth is in the locker room. You can't be trusted. We ain't forgot.
But the only reason why I take that report with a grain of salt is because they never said that D'Angelo said that. They just said that like some of the staff said they felt that they would lose D'Angelo. So that's the only reason I was kind of like,
But
that's just y'all.
why would I have a thought like that? It had to come from somewhere. You know what I mean? That's just my only thing. Like, I wouldn't think that unless I had a reason to think it. Like, you've had to show me something to where I would feel like you gonna feel a certain type of way if I do this. You've had to show me something. Nigga, we seen one of the most prideful niggas in the league on the same team sit on the bench.
Oh, they going for the ball. They trying to hype this up because he failed, but D'Angelo went
You talking
straight
about
for the
that foul?
ball.
Yeah, he hit ball. He hit ball. But you know how this is, man. If it looks bad, it's gonna be, you know how this is, man. It's the optics. Oh my gosh, that looked like that hurt. Oh the fuck well, it's the playoffs, man. Rub some dirt on it. What's this TB they got on their jerseys?
I don't know.
Tony Brothers?
Man,
that wasn't no. That ain't. Why do they have to look at this? Just if you want to call a foul, just call a foul.
Because they wasn't paying attention in real time. They just seen the fall. They seen Murray head cocked back when he, bruh.
Shit, if my referees ain't paying attention, it's time to look at some job applications. I need y'all paying attention, man. This ain't no regular season game, nigga. This ain't.
They called a flagrant one.
Wow.
Boy,
look, you see Bron, he like, what did he do?
They be feeding into the crowd.
Yeah, bro, that's bullshit. Nah, that's a bad call. That's a bad call. Well, yeah, they just gave him.
Now I see why Lakers don't play transition defense.
Say we gonna get fouled. They gonna get a foul call, man.
That's a bad look for the refs, man. For the NBA, just like, bro.
That should have been.
I can make an aggressive, I can make an aggressive play on a transition.
I'm looking at the replay right now. Give me that, man. Send that boy back to the 80. See if he would have made it.
They talking about because D'Angelo Russell's elbow touches him in the face. Like, bro, oh my god!
I'm playing the ball. If your face just so happens to get in my way, oh the fuck well. I'm playing the ball. They act like this nigga intentionally popped this man. But yeah, man. But
I forgot Reggie Jackson was even with them. What the world?
Yeah, didn't he get moved whenever they brought in Russ or whatever at the trade deadline? Because
yeah,
I mean, hey, I'm pretty sure he don't mind. Hell,
bruh.
But yeah, I do kind of like what I'm seeing so far though. Just with the original lineup changes, I think this is a bet. I think that was the Lakers because didn't they start three guards last game, and then it
Yeah,
was just
but
LeBron and AD.
uh,
Yeah, I think they started three guards.
they had Schroeder, um, Russell,
Reeves
and
and D'Lo,
what's it
right?
going Reeves. Yeah,
Yeah, I just that lineup was just a little too small. I mean, it'll work with the second unit because you got some smaller players coming off the bench for Denver. But when you got Jamal Murray, you got Aaron Gordon, you got Jokic, you got MPJ. It's just too much size for them three dudes to deal with. Like I'm looking at Schroeder right now. Green, Green is towering over that boy. And Schroeder is so small, man.
I'm finna say, how tall is Schroeder? Is he even 6 feet?
Ah, shit, he might be right at 6 foot. So as far as matchups though, which matchup do you feel like the Lakers need to take advantage of if they want to win this game? Oh my God, that was a good pass, boy. He just fucked it up.
Uh, hmm. Good. Oh my god. But
Uh,
I liked how D'Angelo was kind of attacking KCP from the start.
yeah, I think these guards really got to take. I really think that the backcourt is what's gonna make the difference in the game because you go. I think they're gonna have to. They two guards are gonna have to contribute just to deal with what Jamal Murray is gonna give them.
I can say the average point guard that's left in the NBA, left in on the playoffs, D'Angelo more than likely gonna be able to get a shot over them anytime he wants to, or just take advantage with his midi game. And then when that get going, I mean that's the thing though. He gotta stay aggressive once he. Usually he's pretty good at that, staying aggressive once he see the shot go in. Even Rui, when he coming off the bench, Rui taking, man, he
Rui has
killing
been
them
the
dudes.
unsung hero for them,
He
bro.
man, he be killing them dudes.
Rui has been the unsung hero coming off the bench for the Lakers. Rui has single handedly outscored other teams' benches in the playoffs by
Yeah,
himself.
I know. In that Memphis series, he really did outscore the whole on that whole bench the whole series.
Outscored them. And shit was doing it at Golden State too. Since Poole was playing like booty water.
Oh my god,
But yeah, I think he's been the
man,
unsung.
boy, these refs something else, man.
I really
I,
think that Rui
I don't think
Hachimura
is that over. Is that
needs
still
to
over
get
the
a lot more
cylinder? They need to review that. I don't think that's over the cylinder, man.
credit. Yeah, they call goaltending.
It like that was outside of it though.
They said it. They say it looked like it touched the rim or something. Like I guess. First quarter, all knotted up at 27. But now that it's on commercial, I can pay more attention to what we got going because I sure was looking at this TV.
Same,
Man.
same over here.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like that the Lakers can go ahead and take this game. Well, because you know what Bron gonna do. He see how they doing right now. He was like, okay, I can kind of coast while they got this going. Fourth quarter, I can do what I got to do.
Yeah. Um, I feel like he well rested for the second quarter. I think he gonna come in and just go into straight attack mode. He going That's what he did last game. The one thing he showed me from game one in this series, and he showed in the other series, he attacked from the jump. He wasn't trying to settle for no jump shots. He was getting straight to the basket.
Yeah, but I just need him to extend that energy right because I did not like how he took that jump shot when he had Jamal
Oh
Murray.
yeah,
You got to that's what I really want to see
and
more
Jamal
of.
had 5 fouls. I'm
Yeah,
like, bruh, come
yeah.
on,
I
man.
just need to. I really need to see LeBron gonna have to bang with them boys, man. Like if you see I mean, you see you got to. If it ain't Michael Porter Jr. or Jokic, you need to take him to the rack.
And even then, that's
But
who
even
he's like
still,
in the first half. That's who he was taking off the dribble going to the basket. Aaron Gordon and on MPJ.
yeah. And I was just saying MPJ just because of his length, but even still, I
Man, that boy
mean,
can't play. He good help side defense.
but 1-on-1, he ain't like that.
No, that boy LeBron didn't even do a move. He just used straight speed. I'm like, bruh.
Speed and power, man. That's what I really want to see. I really want him to take advantage of those matchups because you see what they doing. It's kind of like they just putting, a Murray or somebody on just because they think LeBron gonna be coasting. Man, if they gonna disrespect you and put them motherfuckers on you, draw that bitch. I still to this day think he bro, can't nobody stop you from getting to the rim. Like you have the perfect body to go through anybody if you have to. Like you're the perfect size to go through anybody if you have to. And especially if you have a mismatch on you, man, take it, get fouled, go to the line and shoot your shots. I feel like that's the formula that he needs to do because he's either gonna beat him with just his power and speed alone, or he's gonna get fouled.
Yep, it's gonna be interesting going forward though. How both teams just make adjustments.
And I feel like whenever AD got Jokic on him, I feel like he need to take him off the perimeter and beat him. Because I just seen him try to back him down. That motherfucker did not move.
Man,
That man,
I can
that man
say
did not
don't.
move.
I'm saying I was just gonna say that too. I'm like, don't try to play his game.
Yeah, he just
You
tried because he just
you
tried to
got the
back him
speed
down.
advantage. He got the power advantage.
Yeah, that he just too goddamn big. You ain't gonna back him down.
And if you do try to back him down, I'd rather you go to like a mid-range type of post fade or something. Like, don't be trying to get on the block with him. That
Yeah,
ain't
that's
no
what he
that
was doing. I was like, man,
that
you
ain't
ain't gonna
really
win
that ain't
that one.
never really been 80's game. Just get on the block. He more of a high post type of guy. And what I tell you, first play of the game, LeBron get the ball
Yep.
at the elbow straight to the lane.
Oh yeah, I'm like a play ahead of you. Yeah, that's what he need to do. That's exactly what he needs to do, man. Drive to the basket.
I can say,
Be
come on,
aggressive.
Gordon, you can't hold him like that. What type of screen is it? What I tell you about MPJ defense though on that replay they showed, Gordon didn't even attempt to jump. MPJ did a lazy attempt.
Uh-huh. The fact that Braun is still just like quarterbacking this shit and ain't even got the ball in his hand.
Bro, that was a crazy pass by LeBron.
He is quarterbacking this shit. See, bro, people need
That's
to.
what I wish he kept doing in the like he was having a solid fourth quarter, but then he started trying to turn into a hero. I'm like, bro, you should have just stayed with what you was doing.
Quarterback that shit. Yes, what the fuck? He better not have let go out. Okay, I was about to say, man. But yeah, bro. I feel like this may be a closer game than people think, considering that Braun.
Jeff Green is crazy. This dude had Schroeder on him and took a fade.
I'm telling you, bro, these motherfuckers not taking advantage of matchups. Why? If you got Dennis Ray, we can back down Dennis Schroeder, man. Come on now.
Man.
I'd take that nigga's lunch.
I know Schroeder got quick hands, but man, that ain't gonna mean nothing to me.
It ain't gonna mean nothing if you can't reach your arms around where I'm dribbling the ball. You too small. We should have titled this "Live Game Reaction."
Man.
But you got anything else you want to add in? Any more
Rui
nuggets?
is man, come on, man. I know you can't talk about contract extensions, but man, get that boy an extension immediately.
Yeah, unsung hero. He's doing everything.
They laughed at the Lakers when they got him. Man, who is he? Man, he ain't nobody. He
Man,
played for the Wizards. I'm like,
been trapped in purgatory. He's been trapped in purgatory, and that's just people that don't watch basketball. He's been trapped. He got drafted by the Wizards.
I finna say that was bad luck enough.
That was just bad for him. Come on now, he got drafted by the Wizards, and I want to, and I just want to know people that when the last time they've watched a Wizards game.
When John Wall was there.
The last time that's the last time they was on ESPN or TNT. Nobody is watching the Wizards.
And even when he was last there, he was hurt. So you got to go like a year or two before that.
Exactly. So I'm like, come on, man, stop it. He was with the Wizards. Calm down. We barely saw him for 1 year when Russ was there, and then after that, he wasn't seen again. Cut it out. They don't show you just because you're a rookie. Your team actually has to be good.
Yeah. Man, but no. If Rui continues to torch their bench like this, hey.
I mean, that's pretty much what he's been doing. I mean, you could say he struggled a little bit the last series, but he still had his games where he outscored them. And you can't ask, and for him to be coming in and not even, he's not, is he the sixth man? He's like the seventh man on their rotation.
I think so. Yeah, Schroeder was a sixth man in this game.
Yeah, he's playing better than the sixth man you have coming off. So come on, man. Rui Hachimura doing everything that Golden State thought Jordan Poole was gonna do. Jordan Poole had one good game last series.
Hey, you heard what Draymond Green told Stephen A.
Yeah, I did.
About the incident with him and Poole. If that never happened, then we might be still in the playoffs.
And it was just the fact that he actually if what he said is true, then I'm like, wow, he actually felt bad about that shit because niggas was like, man, that nigga Draymond.
I think that's the first time I heard him actually talk about it.
Publicly.
Publicly about
they never spoke on it.
I can say I think they asked Poole and Poole kind of said it's just been like they asked about their relationship. He's like, it's just business. Like you could just tell Poole just kind of like why you asking me that for? Like I didn't do nothing wrong in that situation. Like you need to go ask the other guy. Mm-hmm. That's kind of how he answered it. Like that ain't the.
I didn't know he knocked that nigga out though.
Bruh, yeah.
He said he knocked him out.
The first time I watched it, I just thought like he kind of like fell against the wall. But then I watched it again. I'm like, this dude knees buckled. Like I was like, that dude was out of there.
Yeah, I ain't.
And that's why they caught him like that because it was like, bro, what? His whole body just kind of went limp.
Yeah, I ain't even really pay attention like that.
But we be forgetting like Draymond Green compared to like Draymond Green is like a heavyweight, and Poole is a lightweight,
flyweight, featherweight.
No, he ain't that small, but they are at least 3 weight classes away from each other.
Yeah, but yeah, because I done seen a big motherfucker hit a little motherfucker, and he still, but then I went back and watched it. I'm like, that. I'm like, well, shit. No wonder why he wasn't fucking with that nigga, because he know in real life he can't whoop his ass.
Yeah, Bron ain't playing this game. You seen how on Reeves was about to take off after they handed him the ball, and LeBron started clapping for the ball.
Yep.
Bron like, no. I try to let y'all do what y'all wait for game.
Come on, Bron. Come on. We talking good, and you do this weak shit.
That boy missed a. Oh my god!
You seen that shit,
I
man?
thought he threw a bad pass on this boy. Missed
a gimme. But yeah, man. But back on
But we
that,
talk
like,
about Lakers transition defense. You just see what KCP just escorted Rui to the basket.
man. He did that like he wasn't
But
trying to
they
get.
pick and roll is really trash when Jokic not in the game. That's crazy.
But I'm just trying to figure out why did KCP just get out the way?
He probably like, I don't want none of those problems.
Man, soft ass dude. But yeah, man. But back on that Draymond shit though, man. When I went back and watched, like, oh damn, yeah, he knocked him the fuck out. I'm like, yeah, that's why they wasn't cool. Bro, how you supposed to be cool with somebody you know you can't get your get back on unless you pull the stick out, bro? You know you can't whoop that. Like, you know you can't ask for your one-on-one because you're not gonna win.
I'm finna say, man, that's the crazy part.
Like, how do you legit
You
get
gotta
over
bring,
that?
you got some brothers bring them, you got some cousins bring them. I just want to talk to you, man. Step outside real quick, Draymond. We ain't gonna jump you.
What? What? What?
Oh my God, LeBron!
I was just waiting, bro.
Boy,
I didn't want to say nothing. I just wanted to wait for you to see it, bro.
I ain't, man. Take LeBron to the back. Something's going on. I ain't never seen LeBron blow
a wide open dunk.
That's crazy. LeBron forgot he got money on this game. Gotta be something. Jokic's brothers must have got to him. That's only man.
A wide open dunk, bro. I literally was like, I held it in because I ain't want to. Oh my God. I was like, man, no, I gotta let Ray see this shit. I need to hear his reaction.
Why he just didn't do his signature tomahawk? Like, why he have to go to that dunk?
Man, you know he been doing that damn dunk all goddamn year.
I remember the first time he did it when he was with the Lakers, and they was like he was paying tribute to Kobe. I'm like, man, you ain't got to keep doing that dunk now.
Can't do it no more. You can't miss it more than once, nigga. I don't need hell no.
He blew an easy layup. Now he blowing an easy.
Now you should fuck the layup. Now you blew
fast breakdown.
You blew 2 points. Turn the ball over. You know that's getting talked about tomorrow.
He gonna be on Shaq and the Fool. Well, no, he lucky TNT ain't on tonight. He lucky they crew ain't on.
He'd be on there.
They'll probably still talk about it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be TNT tomorrow.
It is. They got the East games.
Okay.
God damn, bro. You blew a wide open dunk.
We supposed to be up at least by 12.
So I'm trying to figure out though, shit. I know this kind of off topic because at the same breath, that nigga Draymond said him and Clay already talking about running that shit back.
Oh yeah. Steve Kerr said it's no way we are even championship contenders if Draymond don't come back. They already talking about they gonna rework Clay contract.
To try to make some room to pay him.
Take a pay cut. I don't know what they gonna do with Draymond, but that's the one thing they did address. Talking about they gonna that's going around. They gonna rework Clay contract. Shoot, after he had that so-called when they said what game 6 Clay at Trey on Clay, like nah.
Yeah, don't.
We got some business to discuss. So you are number one priority.
Oh man, he said, "Where that nigga at?" They was banking on the game. They needed you.
Man.
What's that saying? When they needed him the most, he was nowhere to be found.
He vanished.
He disappeared. Yeah. Oh, the nigga hit the avatar on their ass.
Man,
They needed him most. He disappeared.
you hear what the Sixers president was talking about. Embiid is shocked by Doc Rivers on firing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, that boy probably was jumping for joy.
Yeah, bro.
As long as y'all don't throw him under the bus, he happy.
Exactly.
So then there was one. First started off with Simmons, him and Doc. Simmons got Rivers and MB laughed, thinking like, oh yeah, now we good to go. No.
Bro, I just really hope them niggas don't hire Mike D'Antoni because I've been like brushing that shit off. But if they really just going through all this bullshit to get him, I'm really gonna kind of be mad.
Boy, LeBron in his foot, man.
And then I just don't understand what's this fascination with this nigga Mike D'Antoni all of a sudden.
Mike D'Antoni? Somebody
Yeah.
who brought his name up?
People, they been talking about that shit. Every time they talk about notable free agent coaches, they bring up his name, and they only bringing it up because of this shit in Philadelphia, bro. Because I swear to you,
I guess they saying in this era of basketball, you ain't got to worry about coaching defense.
Well, that's and
But the crazy part is when the playoffs come, you do got to
painting
worry
this
about
narrative, bro, because the Phillies the GM was who he had in Houston, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So now they trying to say,
I think Morey was in Houston.
So now they're trying to say that Harden just trying to get D'Antoni back as his coach and all that yada yada yada, and that's the only reason why his name is coming up. Because I'm like, damn, has Mike D'Antoni coached since Houston? So why all of a sudden are we
maybe a national team?
Maybe, but I'm like, okay, so out of all the coaches that just got fired, we got Monty Williams, we got Bud Budenholzer, we got Doc Rivers, we got Nick Nurse. Why are we bringing up this nigga's name? Because as much as we hate Doc Rivers, all them coaches I just named outside of Monty, they got championships. Like, what are we bringing up Mike D'Antoni's name for? Only for James Harden and this bullshit narrative they trying to paint. And I hope they don't hire
A D'Antoni offense doesn't suit Embiid.
It's going to suit Harden.
I'm saying they gonna, man, if they bring in D'Antoni, Embiid gone.
He's going to have to be. But
That
like
running gun style, that's not Embiid's forte.
I just hope that
D'Antoni has never been known for his half court offense.
I just hope that narrative don't come through, man, because I've been brushing that shit off as nothing. So I just hope they don't do that bullshit, man. I be hating when motherfuckers be just, I don't know. This shit's weird to me. Oh my, bro! You should have threw that ball way earlier. You threw it too late. He had to drive to the hole. But shit, but then on top of that, I don't think James Harden gonna turn down that damn play option. He ain't gonna get that type of money nowhere else.
But honestly, I ain't playing with these dudes. They ain't calling a foul on that? LeBron almost had a Celtics moment again. That boy took a whole knee out there. Bro, LeBron is hilarious, man. Man. Bro, this dude swiped, boy. Swipe or no swipe, and just straight up hacked LeBron. They was like, nah, out on Nuggets. LeBron had a meltdown. Darvin Ham said, nah, come over here and sit down real quick.
Yeah, go take a seat next to me real quick. Come take a seat. Come take a seat real quick.
Bruh, Celtics had that boy so mad. That boy was beating on the ground. I will never forget that. That boy was out there beating on the ground.
I like the passion.
You know, when you see in cartoons or something real funny, people be beating on something, I'm like, bro.
Hey, chill out. Hey, man.
Bruh, I'm like, your hand gotta be hurt. You, man.
Slap the man. That flow ain't soft.
Man. That was one of the funniest reactions to a no call I've ever seen.
I mean, I understand the game.
You could tell LeBron did not want to go to overtime.
Man, I don't know what's going on with this game. This shit fluky, bro.
Bro, how they gonna call a foul on AD? His back is to him. Like, how can KCP ran into the back of him? They call a foul on AD for that. That's crazy. I've never seen that.
This a LeBron narrative, y'all. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Here we go.
They trying to set this shit up so LeBron can win like a game 7. This the Denver game that they cheated. Now Lakers finna go back and win both home games.
LeBron is gonna miss that wide open ass dunk?
Yes, bro. That's what I'm saying. That shit, come on, bro. That shit fake, man.
Nigga, I can win. Nigga, I can win and kind of fake some shit, but I ain't finna miss no dunk. I can breathe heavy. I can put my hands.
He missed it off the rim, a easy layup. LeBron 6'8".
I can do that. I ain't finna miss no dunk.
He missed it from the bottom of the rim. I think it's a setup, bro.
But when Tim Duncan missed the layup, you said he was getting old.
Nah, I'm just playing. LeBron just ain't a superstar no more, though, for real. Y'all ready to at least admit that?
I mean, I don't think nobody's still calling him in his prime or anything like that. I don't think nobody.
Dude made All NBA. That shit.
So everybody who made All NBA is a superstar now. We already had this discussion.
I'm about to say, what
does not mean
that. LeBron ain't an All NBA.
I've never heard nobody make All NBA on a third team, and we calling them superstars.
Okay, my bad.
We laugh
LeBron ain't an All NBA player.
Like people get laughed at. Like, he only got a third team All NBA selection. Oh,
man, he not All NBA caliber no more.
You can say that.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I mean. Okay, I ain't gonna say superstar. He not a superstar.
I will say the only reason why I agree with that is because the injuries. If he played let's say a minimum of 65 games this year.
Oh well, yeah,
I would have been on third team.
But we know next year he would have been on there.
Oh yeah,
man.
But they wanted him to break that record.
And that's what I'm saying. You can say that. Why you can't say they rigging this game? No, just but
boy, DJ teams are losing. Boy, that boy come up with some conspiracy theories.
That nigga said I ain't finna drowsy no more.
Now the real thing is, MPJ. That MPJ lineup killed them when they didn't have Jokic and Murray off on the court. When they had them both off, them
you wanna know what's really killing them? Is MPJ is not being aggressive this game.
He needs a facilitator, bro.
I seen him take probably like 2 or 3 shots. I'm like, come on, man. You had that in the first 4 minutes last game.
He needs to be facilitated for. He don't create his own shot. He needs to be facilitated for though. You need to get him off picks, off cuts. Like you gotta probably post him up. Like you can't expect him to like get a rebound and take it full court. He done got better as a driver, but
LeBron is getting hacked and they ain't calling nothing. Oh, they not. Oh, okay. They just not calling anything now. They just letting them play.
They started crying at the beginning of the first quarter. Everybody was crying.
Okay, so y'all called a flagrant
after that,
D-Lo.
after that flagrant foul, they probably was like, you know what, man,
That was soft.
we got
It was soft.
that, bro. I'm
It
like,
was
bro,
soft, but
that's
that's
just,
what I'm saying.
bro.
But
We done got foul like that in what's called elementary ball. I'm like, bro, what?
and Brown just look at this right smack, bow, back of the head.
Bruce Brown getting out his body. It's not even his character to be trying to do all the stuff he was doing. When
I
So
think
that's not. So
I
by
think
their definition, that's not a
him and
flagrant.
D'Lo was having words though, because you notice what's it called? D'Lo hit a three and started pointing at him, and but before that, when D'Lo had fouled Jamal, the first person that was over there was Brown, and he turned around and said something to D'Lo, and D'Lo kind of just walked off like, man, I ain't trying to hear what you're talking about. So I think they have been saying some. It's been very slick how they've been kind of talking to each other. But the way that's the thing though, when you doing all that little slick stuff and nobody really catching it, that's when the build up happens. And then when we see something crazy happen in that fourth quarter because a lot of stuff in the refs been letting people play and stuff, then that's when you gonna realize like, oh, they've been jawing at each other all game. We didn't see it.
man.
And then man, Schroeder is an instigator, so I think that's another reason. Because in game one, he was talking crazy. I'm like, why is he like? Ain't nobody even talking. But I seen today, I'm like, D'Lo has been doing some slick talk, so he probably was doing that in game one too.
Man, D'Lo needs to be benched. That's just.
I like that he came. I like that he came out in the first quarter, but since then,
LeBron.
I didn't even know D'Lo's on the court right now. When you mentioned it, I looked. I'm like, D'Lo's on the court right now.
That's what I'm saying. Dude,
I didn't even realize he was on the court.
I don't know, bro. D'Lo not. He not all that. Not like how I thought he could have been for this team. He not that.
I don't think this is serious, bro.
I was saying the same thing.
You know how role players, bro. Sometimes they will show out in front of one team, but another team they can't get shit going. This might just be that team where he can't really get shit going.
And then he got to chase around KCP and stuff like that. He not even good at that. Like he not good at screen navigation. He not good at getting back.
Yeah, if you're not gonna at least be good on defense, you might as well just put Vanderbilt in the game if you ain't gonna score.
I think you would put Lonnie in these minutes right now in the lineup.
Yeah, I'd rather have Lonnie if you want somebody
just to keep up.
And he's bigger.
Yeah,
do better for you on the defensive end. Yeah, if D'Lo can give you these type of points, I can get this out of Lonnie. But at least I get some better defense.
D'Lo slow you down in every way, in every form of the game. He needs to be on the goddamn. They really could use him on a Nuggets second unit. But nah, D'Lo, for what the Lakers are trying to do, especially defensively, take him off the court if he ain't getting you 20 a game. KCP ain't hitting. That's the difference between what the Nuggets doing too. KCP was hitting them little them jump shots.
Lakers need to hit something. They'll miss what they last 2-3 shots.
Everything changed when Jokic in the game. I can't see how people don't see he the best player in basketball, man.
I mean, but when you go come on now, DJ. When you go to every team, literally, when the best player is out of the game versus when he in the game, that's what establishes them as the best player on their team. Is when you can actually notice, like, oh yeah, a lot of things are.
Damn, you gotta hit the shot though, man. Damn.
Yeah, man. I heard you.
Now I gotta look to a play that was almost good.
Ben, Ray, what was you saying?
I'm saying, that's just about any team that has a legit number one option when they go to the bench versus when they not on the court. I mean, when they are on the court, that's what establishes them as the best player on their team.
Minutes.
Yeah, them niggas ain't made a shot. But man, nah, when Jokic off the court. When Jokic off the court, that shit just is.
Oh yeah,
it's nasty. They need to facilitate on that second unit, like a backup point guard. That's what I'm gonna say. They don't
I
have a
was just
backup
talking
point
to Chris
guard.
talking about they pick and roll is atrocious when Jokic ain't in the game. They had to set a double screen. That mother still didn't work.
Is Tyus Jones? Is Tyus Jones going to be a free agent? Who the free agents coming?
So I'm just trying to figure out, because
He
Reggie
said,
he ran a little bit of point when he was with the Clippers, wasn't he?
Who?
Reggie Jackson.
man, that ain't the type of
Reggie.
point guard they need though.
Hell no.
You talking about like more of
He
a
a scoring
facilitator?
guard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, facilitator like a Tyus Jones or somebody like that.
Oh, okay.
Or a DJ Augustine.
She's something. Just somebody to not be Bruce Brown trying to do more than what he's supposed to be trying to do. Bruce Brown was just pounding the rock, damn near telling MPJ to go to the side. Like, what are you doing?
He said, I'm the third option now.
Yeah, he tripping.
Why
y'all
he
leaving
had a solid
KCP
first,
wide open?
game one. He like, man, I'm him now.
And then Jamal Murray not even a really good facilitator. Like he just can score so good that when Jokic off the court, he can still just kind of probably keep up every now and again.
There you go, boy.
And you rooting for somebody, Chris? You rooting for the Lakers?
Oh yeah, man. Lakers are not. They done grew on me,
bro. Y'all, this is crazy.
I'm rooting for Lakers and Heat. Them the two I've
I
been.
don't even know why you
rooting
was
for
surprised about me rooting for them. I'm like, what, man? Come on, man.
He was the one talking that Jokic stuff. You don't remember that?
I was.
We were saying it was Giannis.
You said he was the one. You didn't say he is the one. Was is past tense.
I ain't gonna stuff.
I mean, I ain't gonna be mad if he lose. I mean, if he wins, you know, the shit I said ain't gonna be a loss if he win.
Because
if he lose, then I have to answer. Then I have to answer some questions.
How y'all feel about this? I feel like Jimmy Butler was the best player in the first round. Devin Booker, you could say him and Devin Booker was the best player coming out the first round. The second round, you could say it was Jokic, in my opinion.
You can say that.
So, and Jokic still had a great first round too, but it just wasn't as good as those guys. So I feel like Jokic been the best overall player in the playoffs, like from round one to now, basically. So it's like I'm impressed by him.
They got Tristan Thompson minutes for 8 seconds. That's crazy.
I don't know. Denver
Hachimura got 17 off the bench.
He had that dude the last game.
That dude nice. I don't see why they came out with Vanderbilt instead of Hachimura.
Vanderbilt got man. Come on.
He gotta sit down, man. Dude tried to hit him on the cut for that layup attempt. It was just like nothing good was gonna.
They bailed him out with that one foul. I was like, what was like, bro? You don't want to make a layup?
And that's what I'm saying, right? That's why I said this ain't Vanderbilt series either.
I ain't know Rudy sound like that.
They might as well go ahead and have to get ready to let the ink dry in the locker room. Go ahead and pay that man.
Man, I'm so disappointed in D'Lo. I did not think Rui Hachimura would be their best acquisition.
He been the best one in the playoffs for them, really.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, DJ laughed at me when I was digging up on Rui when we first got him. I ain't trying to hear you say nothing good about that boy now.
Why not?
Why not? See the vision.
I just said I didn't see.
You didn't see the vision.
Chris, you see how he quick to do me like that? I just said I didn't see this coming.
No, the first thing you said was when what's that called? When Chris said that boy got 17 points. You said that boy cold.
Yeah. I mean, shit. What can I do? What can I do? I can't say nothing.
You should have said that on mute.
Damn. That's good. Hey man, I can admit when I'm wrong sometimes.
I don't mind being wrong sometimes.
Bro, you used to have panic attacks in Washington. I thought he would go die in LA.
Man, we don't know what was going on in Washington. We don't
I
know
already
the full
said it, man. Everybody was talking shit. I was like, bro, do y'all really?
He was
on TV for a year.
Bro, you know how bad it is in DC?
He was on TV for a year, y'all. He was on TV for a year. He was on TV when Russ went over there. And after that, he wasn't on TV ever again. Anybody see him? Everybody just hearing a name is like, who is Rui? Like, man, shut up.
Nah, I know about Rui. I used to watch him in college. He was.
No, I'm just talking about
Gonzaga.
just regular motherfuckers. Motherfuckers, they don't really.
Oh,
I mean, because when you ask the average person, how many Wizards games have you watched this year?
That's true. I don't only caught like 4.
And you probably caught them just so you can say you watched them this year. Because did you really care? Did you care?
One of the games he watched just because he wanted to see what Jokic was going to do against him. Because one game Jokic didn't play, the next game he did play, and it was a mass difference.
Man,
man, that's wild.
I like Kuzma. I like Kuzma. Y'all think Kuzma could be doing what Rui is doing right now?
Off the bench, maybe.
I was on Bleacher Report. They was talking about Kuz or Rui. I'm like, bro, y'all tripping. Kuzma was killing this year.
But you could kind of say that Rui is serving better as a bench player than he ever did as a starter. Because Kyle Kuzma is starting in Washington, and he's actually doing a lot better over there just because they're giving him the green light. I feel like Rui had the green light with the Wizards. Because who else you gonna give it to? John Wall wasn't healthy.
Nah, Rui had. Oh, I see what you're saying. Rui a role player.
There you go. He's probably a lot. Kuz is a better, first option player. But Rui's role is probably better for him to come as a 6th man off a bench.
Ooh, 76ers interviewing Nick Nurse.
That'd be a good pickup.
Man, that'd be a good Kuzma pickup. Would not be doing the same thing that Rui doing because we seen Kuzma before, and that boy is inconsistent.
You don't think he can do it off the bench?
He got better.
He did it when he was with the Lakers.
He was a starter. He wasn't on the bench.
Man, I don't care. Inefficiency is inefficiency. He's still gonna be taking them crazy shots. He's still gonna be making them bad decisions as a playmaker. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
But he's playing better.
A lot of players play better when they on trash teams.
Okay, that could be true.
But at one point, I thought, Spencer Dinwiddie. I was like, this dude here's a bucket. Got to the Mavericks. They was actually making playoff runs. He was looking like trash.
He played good. What are you talking about?
Spencer Dinwiddie?
Yes.
He had a good Mavericks on what's called.
He had a good series. He had a good Suns series last year. Or was it the Suns or was it the Jazz? It was the Jazz.
Boy,
series.
That boy he was not a good Maverick.
No, I just say he had a good series. I'm not agreeing. I say he had a good series, but just a playoff as a whole, no.
I think he had a bad this year. Well, not even bad, just.
Bro, he was never the player that we thought he was gonna be. That season he had that he made his name for when he was with Brooklyn. He never ever shown that side no more.
But bro, sometimes I do notice, like,
bro, I ain't talking about for a couple games. I'm talking about for a whole season.
No, like when you take a player sometimes, bro, and like y'all, I think y'all will agree with this. You take a player that's been a number 1 option somewhere and bring them in where you already got a bona fide star and make them a 2, bro. Sometimes they just look nasty. They don't look the same again. Like,
that should make it easier on you.
You think it would, but bro, it happens. Like if you get pushed to a second,
it depends on the type of player. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It depends on the type of player. If you're a nigga that like to pound the rock and just get your buckets or whatever, you might not.
The crazy part is though, that don't even fit Dinwiddie's case. He's never been a number 1 option. It just so happened he was getting the most buckets.
I thought he was like the number 1. I guess when I look at shot attempts, depending on your team, then it's like clearly you're number 1.
That don't make you a number 1 because you're on a bad team. It's like, you are our best scorer. So I mean,
but you're the number 1 option on that team. So I'm just saying, like, when we talk about
for that team, but like I always look at it.
Like I see what you're saying.
If we make the playoffs and we trying to make a deep run, do I trust you as the number 1 option to actually carry us and get us through these tough?
No. I hear what you're saying. I don't. But like, okay, case in point, you take Spencer Dinwiddie when he was with those teams. They was an 8 seed 1 year in the bubble or whatever, right? Or was he hurt doing that? That year they made it to the playoffs without Kyrie. Was
He
he
might
there? Or
have
was
played.
Kyrie?
I think he might have played.
Okay, but well, anyway, the only reason why, like, when I say number one option, like I see what you're saying when you're talking about when we actually say true number one option, like you're a number one no matter where you go. But I'm just saying, like, is we talking number one option just by
He
definition
had that
of
weight on
you're the
his
person on
shoulders.
the team, that you're the one that takes
Yes,
the most shots.
yes, you can do
They
that. If he
yeah,
took number one option shots, then he's a number one option, regardless if he should have been.
right. So that's all I'm saying. Like, you got people that went from that to a lesser role and they look bad. When you go from 20 shots to 12, you got to be a little bit more efficient
Yeah,
when you getting your
yeah,
shit. So, and everybody ain't able. So a lot of people need to get shots in order to be efficient.
yeah. Just like yeah, because Andrew Wiggins was a terrible number one, but he was a great third, fourth option on the championship team. And he said,
That boy ain't.
your
That boy
role,
Spencer Dinwiddie ain't never shot a 43% in the playoffs, and y'all over here talking about, man, he was pretty. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Like I said, that boy was inefficient, and he
But he
was
was still
not
the
the
number
same.
one option. No matter how bad he was, unfortunately, he was the number one option.
and
Julius
he
Randle at the time was
had
the
he had
number
That's
that
a
one option,
role.
rookie for
man. We got to call
disaster.
it what it is.
Kevin Martin was the number one option. It's like it's just based off who you got, man.
That's it.
I'm taking Kevin Martin over him, to be honest. But
Oh no,
uh,
Kevin Martin was cold, but I'm just saying, like, we knew if he your best player, you in trouble. That's what I'm saying.
if
It
he was your
like
best scorer, you're not in trouble. But if he's your best player, yeah, I give you that.
yeah, but shit. Sometimes I don't know, man. I feel
So,
like
okay, by your definition, do you feel that Bradley Beal would be as effective if he got pushed to a number two somewhere else?
he's a three. That's my whole thing with Bradley Beal. He's two notches above where he should be, in my opinion. Because
And he
Bradley
can't
Beal,
stay healthy.
he's terrible in the second half of damn near every game I've ever seen him in. That boy ain't no closer, and he's
Well,
inefficient
no,
at
I'm just
times,
saying
most
because
times.
on that team, he
He a
is the
third
number
option.
one option. So if he gets moved to a second, do you
He
think
get,
he'll do?
no, he get moved to a second, and then now he's a CJ McCollum type of second. It's like how far can you get with that? I think he's a third option, man. I think, man, like I don't know. I think he's a third option. Like put him in a scoring role like you would put Drew Holiday in. Like Drew Holiday's not the greatest offensive player, but you don't mind him taking him as much shots as he takes to get that 20 points he gets. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with Bradley Beal. I feel like he get too many opportunities to score when he's not that guy. Even as a second option, that would be too much.
That
Man,
nigga said a three. That's
he's
getting
a three, bro.
that's getting clipped.
And I'm just saying, man. You see what happened when they really had Russell Westbrook. They went to the playoffs. They lose Russell Westbrook. Come on now. It just man. How come you couldn't do that with Porzingis and what's his name? Kuzma. 'Cause I feel like Kuzma would be a good fourth option. And Kristaps Porzingis can actually be something if he ever stayed healthy. So it's Bradley Beal why Washington didn't work. I seen them melt in a regular season game when he didn't do what a superstar, or not even a superstar, but a best player on the team should do. Didn't close the game. You can't have Kristaps Porzingis trying to close the game. That's I don't know. That's my problem with Beal. He can't close the game, and he not efficient enough to be no second option. You got me thinking about Bradley Beal now. I'm mad. Dude, that contract, bro. That shit felt like it came out of my pockets the way how bad that shit was.
Bro, I know them kids on that video was looking at him like, dude, you're not even that good. Talking about y'all gotta outplay me. I'm like,
Just say, hey, that ain't gonna be that
that's
hard.
very doable.
Especially in a close game.
That's very doable. Some of them kids gonna come right back to that video when they are
When they
outplaying you.
cooking his ass. Yeah.
Hey, coach, you remember this?
Man, Bradley Beal, elite. Hey, watch out for Brandon Miller. I know y'all seen them. Oh man, Brandon Miller, man, him and LaMelo Ball. Oof. And
You
I
Hey,
think
said
people,
who?
Scoot.
people actually wanted them to take Scoot.
Nah,
I know
I don't.
you ain't ready to move on from Melo, but man, he can't
Who?
stay on that court.
LaMelo Ball. They said
He
draft another
cannot stay on that court,
point
and
guard.
that's we done seen so many times in NBA history. Where they like, no, we're
Oh,
not ready
y'all
to
just talking
move
about
on.
LaMelo as a player?
He said
No,
move on from LaMelo because he can't
I'm talking
stay
about
healthy.
his yeah, I'm talking about
Oh,
his
okay.
he becoming injury prone. It's something, man. It must be in their DNA or something, because it's just, man.
It do look like it's a family injury problem.
Like, if you can't
But
stay on that court, I don't care how good of a player you are. I need players that can be on that court.
why go another point guard just because he's the best player in the draft? Or you can get somebody like Brandon Miller, who I feel on the same level, and he's a wing. So if Melo do get healthy, you have two guys. Or if Melo can't stay healthy, you still have Scoot.
Fucking sign Jello.
They already did. He can't make it off the practice squad, man. They literally had him signed. They do start airballing in the summer league.
Melo ain't got that Giannis pool.
So he kind of did, but then
Giannis had his brothers sitting on that bench, suited up.
and Giannis also got a couple MVPs. And with Melo, shit, he'll drag you to the play-in, but shit, they don't give you that much clout. But I ain't moving on from LaMelo. He done dragged them to the play-in twice.
Man,
as a
it
rookie
don't
and
matter
as a
if you
second-year
can't stay
player.
on the damn court.
I feel you, but it's like that. So we gonna give up on him after year two? After going from rookie of the, didn't he get rookie of the year, then all-star, and then now he got hurt. So now we just go throw him away?
I don't think he should
He
have
was
got the
hurt the year
rookie of the
before,
year.
came back for a couple games, got hurt again.
So we
I
moving
still
off
don't
of
think he
him in
should have
year
got that
3?
rookie of the year, but we ain't got to argue about that right now.
Man, Anthony Edwards wasn't, bro. Anthony Edwards was not what he is now. That boy was not that good his rookie year. That's what's they call it?
It ain't about what, I don't care about what your rookie year look like. I worry about what you look like right now.
But that's what I'm
saying. We've seen the progression of Anthony Edwards. We can't even see the real progression of LaMelo because he can't stay out there long enough.
Man, he was clearly the best team, best
Wait,
player
so
on the
has
team.
Melo actually
team
played in a playoff series, or they
just get to the play-in? They would get their ass.
It ain't hard to look like the best player on the Hornets.
He really not.
But to get them in the play-in, like to almost be in the best player on the team that's almost in the playoffs in your first and second year is still pretty
Mic'd
good.
up talking about we hooping now. You not.
That's why I said this the biggest difference in the game. KCP not hitting no shots he was hitting.
I'm talking about y'all hear this mic'd up stuff talking about we hooping now. Like
I turned the volume down. I turned the volume off.
Huh. I ain't going for that LaMelo buffoonery.
Man, bro, y'all need to go look into Brandon Miller, man. 6'9" wing that's fast like a shooting guard. So it's like, man, I feel like, man, hey, whatever happened with LaMelo, we'll still have Brandon Miller, but we hoping that LaMelo get healthy, bro. I ain't giving up on LaMelo Ball. We not gonna act like he didn't come in and do way above expected. Dude was like 27-7, y'all. We're not finna do that.
If you ain't learned the NBA by now, man, that's on you. But what you saying is all good and dandy. But they looking at what have you done for me lately, and what are you doing?
I'm not gonna get another point guard though. That's not the answer. Not to get another point guard. Shit, I'd rather get a wing. So we gonna just go straight for a point guard just because we feel like we're feeling this way about LaMelo. Instead of bringing in a wing, they can still start whether LaMelo here or not. Dude get compared to Ingram and Paul George, and it's just like I do feel like Scoot is the best point guard prospect I've seen since Derrick Rose in terms of what I know he's gonna come in the league getting you 22 points at least. But I don't know if I got a potential superstar point guard that just can't stay healthy. I'm gonna hope he can stay healthy. I ain't finna give up on him that fast. Fuck that.
I don't know if he got potential to be a superstar.
I don't know why you saying this. If LaMelo could stay healthy, bro, this
Some people
time,
are just all stars. Why we be throwing that superstar word around so loosely?
Even when
Like
he's
some people just
healthy,
gonna
he's
be
caught up
all
again.
stars.
bro, he's only 20. Like, come on now.
It's
Well,
nothing
probably
wrong with just
21
saying,
now.
bro. It's nothing wrong with saying he has an all-star potential career. Like
I think
people
he
just
could be an
gotta say,
All-NBA
he
point,
looking
bro.
good. Yeah, his potential is superstardom. Like, no, it's not.
I think he could be
Everybody's not gonna be a
All-NBA.
superstar in the league. Some people just gonna be very good, and that's cool.
A
You can
superstar
be
is
in the Hall
just
of Fame as a very good
marketability.
player. You don't have to be a superstar to go into the Hall of Fame,
So what is a superstar to you, then, Ray?
bro.
I'm asking a legitimate
Not
question.
LaMelo. Not LaMelo.
Okay.
What does he do? What does he do in a superstar way? On offense,
Bro,
really? Just like what is his
elite.
superstar?
He's an elite facilitator. He's an elite
Lonzo Ball.
facilitator.
Uh-huh.
He's an elite shooter, off the dribble, deep, and off the catch. No, he's an elite. You ain't watched a lot of Hornets games.
That's debatable.
Right. Just say, man, I ain't watched a lot of Hornets games because there's no way you can watch rookie year LaMelo, second year LaMelo, and not be like, man, this dude got a potential. He's 6'7". Come on now. A true facilitator point guard. They can play off the ball, on the ball, and they never take bad shots with him on the court. Never. He's a little. What's that shit called? The only thing about LaMelo is that dude be too park sometimes. But that's the only thing you can say. They was comparing him to Jason Kidd. We not gonna act like we just go forget about LaMelo because he had this injured year. If he can stay healthy, that's an if. We don't do that with Zion. We don't do that with none of the other dudes. That dude LaMelo potential is not small. He got as much potential as any point guard in the NBA.
That boy's shooting 42% for his career. You talking about he an elite shooter? Those are not elite shooting numbers.
He's shooting 42% from what?
From the field.
Man,
I ain't trying to hear you. You just be trying to. You look at that 3-point percentage. And that's all you look at. No, let me see what you. Let me shoot. Let me see what you shooting from the midi and from the three. Put those numbers together, and yeah, it get ugly. He ain't as elite as you think he is.
Hey man, he got elite potential, man. You can say what you want about it. It's just how I'm feeling. I feel like you just don't move off of him not right now. Hey, I feel about the Spurs and Wembanyama, but hey, them niggas fucking around and make the play in, man. Cause we seen what they did with the only subtractions they made was Derek White and DeJounte Murray. You add Victor Wembanyama in there, they at least back in the play in.
We gotta see how everything pan out. How he come out there.
Man,
he ain't touched the NBA court yet. You just automatic like, bro. We gotta still see him execute. Like, bro,
you gotta see him execute.
Everybody do.
I'm very confident.
Bro. That's bro. All right.
It's not. That's a problem with most people that don't watch basketball.
It's 50-50. Only you either can be only right or wrong. You saying like it's an absolute? Yeah, he gonna go out there and just dominate. He gonna have no.
He's getting you 23 and 7 off the door. 23 points at least right now. I'm telling you what he gonna do.
I'm from the show.
I've seen him enough. That's what I'm saying. That's you. I don't know why.
How many times have we seen something on? How many times have we seen something on paper and it backfires?
Man, yeah, but shit, man. I'm usually right. I watch enough high school and college and international basketball to know.
He want to sustain a long career though. Being truthful, he better put more meat on him.
Say, man. They were saying the same thing about Porzingis and all that stuff. Porzingis was really good.
Y'all saying the same thing about Chet Holmgren too, though.
I was telling you, Chet Holmgren I was scared about his weight. Look at his shoulders. Wembanyama actually looked like an athlete. That boy Chet looked like.
And that boy looked like if I put my elbow in his chest, he'll break.
I mean, he's skinny, but he's a power forward, in my opinion.
Who was a power forward?
Victor Wembanyama.
That's crap. I never thought in my whole lifetime that we'll say a 7'4" guy is a power forward.
He ain't got the body. His body is not a a center body. He gonna be a shot blocker from the weak side. He not gonna be like, man, he ain't Alonzo Mourning. He's a mobile. He's a mobile power forward that's just tall as hell. You get what I'm saying? You know, power forward body structure. They got a little bit more like scoring arsenal. He could be a scoring power forward, but then he
It's
can
gonna be
block
interesting.
shots.
It's gonna be interesting to see how his defense translates. So I know they talked about how many blocks he get. It's gonna be interesting to see.
He can stick to guards on the perimeter. Like he got really good feet, and then he's super long. So it's
Bro,
like I don't see him guard.
he ain't played. What NBA talent player has he just played against on a daily basis?
Man, he's already playing pro basketball, man. He's playing ex NBA players every time he plays.
What point guard NBA level talent players have he guarded? Because you saying he can stick
Scoop killed his ass
that,
too.
and he ain't even touch the NBA court. So what you think somebody who's actually already proven gonna do to that boy?
I mean, we gonna see.
Like, don't give him more praise than there's due.
It's not praise,
it's okay to
bro.
say
It's like
it's okay to say, man.
Just because you don't want to project, I project. That's what I do when it comes to
That's the
scouting.
problem.
That's what you gotta do. By my opinion, I'm a hell of a scout, man.
Man, scouting ain't nothing but an educated guess.
Yeah, and I trust my hypothesis.
He's gonna be this, man. I don't care about what you think.
I trust my hypothesis.
I'm looking from the standpoint. Okay, he did what he did at this level. Let's see what he's gonna do at the next level.
See, that's how you do it. I feel like I can only get better by projecting, by saying, "Oh, I feel like he gonna do this, this, and this," and then seeing it actually play out. And then when I scout the next guy,
you said you only feel like what?
What you mean? Yeah, what I say? I feel like I project. Like I think this player is going to do this when they get to the NBA, based on what I've seen with previous players that transition from college to the NBA or to international to the NBA.
Man,
that's how I get better at scouting. Seeing somebody go do something and seeing if they do it, and if they meet it, I'm like, oh, it's because they did this. And if they don't, I'm like, oh, they didn't do this. I thought this was gonna translate. I mean, I feel that shit fun, bro. I ain't saying I'm gonna be right, but I'm just saying that's what I feel. And I be right a lot of the time. Like Paolo, they was trying to question if he was the number one pick in the draft. I'm like, come on, bro. That shit was kind of making me mad. I'm like, bro, this dude gonna come in.
You heard probably one or two people say that. And you tried to like, oh man, everybody saying it now. I ain't hear not one person question that draft. Everybody knew what was going on. And I ain't watched college basketball last year.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it shouldn't have been no question. They was debating. Like, just like how they not debating Victor Wembanyama, I don't think they should have debated Paolo. That's what I'm saying.
What? How was that? Man, that's a crazy call.
How is that not a carrying on Jokic? That dude Jokic is. That nigga be moving people out the way for real. That boy LeBron pushing Reeves back so he could play.
That's a charge, ain't it? What? Man, that boy was waiting there like he was waiting for the bus to come.
It looks like he kind of was still moving a little bit. But yeah, man. What else y'all was trying to talk about? Something more. See how this game finna shape up.
Oh no, we had brought up D'Antoni name being brought up, and we talked about how Draymond Green for the first time he spoke publicly on him in that pool situation.
What'd he say?
And he was talking to Stephen A. and was basically just saying basically he wished it never happened, and he's saying how things probably would have things probably would have went about a different way if that never happened. But he sounded genuine, like he was. I mean, of course, it's easy to say you're sorry about something that don't take the sting away, but you can mean it. You can truly mean it, but if the other person still ain't forgave you, that don't really mean much at that point.
Hmm.
And then he talked about how it took a while for him to get back to being himself because that was just still in the back of his mind, and how I mean, you probably hear the whispers in the locker room, like, man, like why he's still
Man,
around, like why he's still on the team, like why.
nigga, he half
So,
hooper, half media, man. I ain't believing
but he
nothing
said
Draymond Green said.
he kept on calling it slippage instead of saying like basically losing the team camaraderie. And he's like, at that point, he said people kind of set in their ways on what they've been doing up until that point. He said, so how can I come in now and try to correct those ways? And he said he felt like as a leader of the team that he took a lot of the blame for that. But I mean, at this point, I mean, that's just hindsight.
Yeah, I feel like the Warriors shit just over with in general, bro. Like you
They
can't
said they're gonna
just
rework on Clay contract
that.
and
That's
what's it
not gonna
called?
make them. That's not gonna
And
make them better.
well, no, he just saying he trying to bring back the main core. Now, as far as other moves, they probably are gonna make some other moves, but he just
Right,
talking
I
about
think that's
he trying
over
to
with,
maintain
man.
that core.
Right, I think that shit. That's why I feel like it's a mistake. You let them niggas move on, man. Like shit, y'all had y'all run, and it's no. I don't see what can you add to make them a championship team, man. With a healthy NBA. MPJ shot, he a flamethrower. You got to get him more actions off the ball, man.
That boy shot that mother like Cal Corver.
But you see what I'm saying? The type of plays he needs to be successful, bro. Like you gotta use him like a weapon. You can't just expect him to get off. You gotta literally call sets and plays and run actions. You could be running actions from MPJ off the ball from the Murray and Jokic pick and roll. Have him just on the other side, coming off screens and always being in motion like on the Warriors or something. Because he needs to always be trying to get open in rhythm so he can fire that thing. And he's a rhythm shooter. Like he pretty good catch and shoot too, but I'm saying like you got to get him in motion. He's 6'10". He should be in constant motion trying to be getting open, man. Like how they use Duncan Robinson in Miami. It should be stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. It should be a lot of actions and stuff like that. That boy Jimmy Butler, man. Jaylen Brown's the reason why them niggas lost though.
Did you see Tatum? That boy took 4 shots in the whole second half. No shot
Oh,
attempts in the fourth
oh,
quarter and had 3
he started
turnovers.
he started traveling and shit.
You seen
Yeah.
when he traveled that last time and had the audacity started jumping up and down? I'm like, you didn't see that you left the ground? I thought I was tripping. I'm like, let me see a replay. I'm like, this dude, he tripped out. I don't know what's going on.
And Reggie Miller the whole time. Y'all gotta get Tatum the ball. Like, man, shut up, bro. Sometimes we want to tell Reggie Miller to shut up. Or was that Reggie Miller? Who was it?
Everybody.
Yeah, they kept saying, man. Oh, Stan What was it? That was Van Gundy, wasn't it? Or was it Reggie Miller? I don't remember which one of them niggas, but you gotta get him the ball. I'm like, bro, he gotta go get the ball. This nigga ain't no big. Go get the ball.
He got to the line 6 times in the fourth quarter, so he was getting the ball.
But I'm
He
saying
had
I
3
don't like
turnovers to go with it. So
I don't like when motherfuckers be like, you gotta get him the ball. Certain players, like Michael Porter Jr. is a player or a big, you do gotta get them the ball. But a player like Jason Tatum, a one-on-one player, he got to go get the ball. Like, give me that ball. Demand it.
he was
It's a
getting the
difference.
ball. I think they defense just they didn't make no actual adjustments to the way that Miami was throwing the defense at what's it called at Tatum. They was trapping him. They wasn't hiding it. They was letting it be known. Like, bro, you're not about to have no one-on-one opportunities. Not in this fourth quarter.
See, Ray, I realized how you watch basketball versus how I watch basketball. You looking at what's actually going on in terms of the execution of the plays and stuff. I'm strictly looking at personnel. Jaylen Brown took too many shots, man. And it's just like, and he turned the ball over. He tried to throw that alley-oop to Robert Williams, or he didn't know if he was going to score or pass it. It'd be stuff like that. His playmaking is bad. So when Jaylen Brown getting his bag or trying to do stuff, it's like he leave people out. Like Marcus Smart, he was getting Robert Williams perfect pinpoint passes. I think Marcus Smart had like 10 assists in the first half. Like he was on point with his playmaking and the offense was flowing. But then Jaylen Brown started getting the ball and the decision making was just bad. It just was bad.
I was saying I don't expect Williams to average 30 points, but that game he should have had at least 30 points. He was abusing Bam. He was abusing whoever who was in the paint. I don't know why they went away from that pick and roll or just hitting him in the paint. I don't know why they went away from that.
Brown and Tatum want to play look at me ball. I don't know what that be. I don't know what they be doing, bro.
Bruh, you got a player at a you got a player, bro. If we don't remember nothing about Tatum's career, we gonna remember him sending a text message to Kobe Bryant. He wants to be that guy. He's not him. It's nobody in this generation of basketball that's that caliber of player. Like, it's okay just to be Jason Tatum. You don't have to go out there and try to be your mentor.
And this shit so weird to me because I feel like Devin Booker do that too. Even though Devin Booker offensive package can look similar in the way he just hit difficult shots, look similar to what Kobe do. But it's like, bro, you're not Kobe. You not athletic. You a little shorter. Like, it's like, bro, you just got a scorer's mentality, so I can see how you look up to Kobe and some of the shots you
Hey,
make.
you see what Jalen Rose said.
What'd he say?
He said it's only 3 players in the history of basketball that I played against. He said Mike, Hakeem, and Kobe. That when they was on that court, you could say they was the absolute best player on offense and defense.
That makes sense because I be forgetting how good of a defender.
He played against Tim Duncan. I'm like, hold on a second. I think Tim Duncan might have a case because I mean the teams you played against, Tim Duncan was for sure going to be the best offensive player, and he was for sure probably going to be the best defensive player. So I was
Tim
like,
Duncan.
I feel that's the one person that like, hey, that's another one of them things. Tim Duncan always getting left off the list.
Tim Duncan was a better scorer than people remember, I think. Just because it was the offense that held him back from the 30, 35-point games. But Tim Duncan used to get busy.
That's the thing. Jalen Rosen said they were the best scorers on the court. He said they were the best offensive players and the best defensive players at the same time. So
Kawhi Leonard up there too in the playoff.
I mean, Jalen Rosen played against no Kawhi.
Oh, Leonard. He did say he played.
And still, it took a minute for Kawhi to get to that point where it's like, okay, yeah, you are the best offensive player on the court and defense player on the court.
Jimmy get a ring, he better than Kawhi.
How?
He
got 1 ring to Kawhi's 2. And Kawhi got 2.
Their role player. He got 2 defense player
of the year. So he doesn't even have the awards that
we go know. We go know. The Hoopers go know.
Okay.
He gonna be better than Kawhi, bro. If he get this ring this year, he's better than Kawhi, bro.
Kawhi had a Hall of Fame career when what's it called? When Jimmy Butler was still trying to convince us he was one. What are you talking about?
Hey, let Jimmy Butler get this ring. I'm gonna say he better than Kawhi.
Kawhi could have retired after the Raptors, and Jimmy Butler would have still been trying to fight to become a Hall of Famer. What are you talking about?
I don't give a damn. That should sound good. If Jimmy Butler get this ring, I'm putting him over Kawhi.
Man, you can do that.
Because what he's doing in Miami, bro, this is a hellified peak for him, bro. playoff basketball. We ain't seen nothing like this. His team is not that, bro. Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Kevin Love, Kyle Lowry. Come on now, Bam Adebayo. Nah, hell nah. What he doing? I don't even see Kawhi doing this shit.
Hey, you see your boy Brown going crazy again. But I don't know who done got him talking, but that boy is talking crazy.
He been talking too much to me. It's like, bro, relax, bro. I get it. It's the Lakers, but
Like I said, I think somebody been chirping with him because, like you said, this really ain't in Brown's character just to be talking this much.
he's snarky. But this too much.
He said that's just a little too much, buddy.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I like Bruce Brown, but it's like when it seems like he's trying to score too. Like, bro, just fill in the
He ain't
gaps like you've been
trying. He's
doing your whole
doing it.
career. Now he doing it, but I don't know, bro. They need to facilitate on this second unit still, in my opinion.
So if they win a championship, you still gonna be stuck on, man. But they still need that. They still need that facilitator on that second unit. If it ain't broken, ain't no need to fix nothing.
You gotta fix that second unit, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody
So
say.
they've been the best. They've been the best. They've been the best team in the regular season and the playoffs. And now you want to say they need to fix it? Like what? How am I
Bro,
the
yeah.
best team from
So
start to
stop
finish?
working on your
I need you to
flaws just
fix
because you a
something.
good team. You can't get better all the time. I don't want to hear that. You can always get better. You still got draft picks. You still gonna be signing free agents. Fix that goddamn rim protection and fix that goddamn facilitation problem you got on the second unit. I ain't trying to hear that. Keep it how it is. No, hell no. That's how you eventually get passed up. You gotta steadily improve. The hell we got all these picks for if we not gonna keep on trying to add. Come on, Ray.
Who they gonna add?
You add a guard or you
What
add a
guard?
rim protecting power forward. I ain't did my deep dive. That's coming soon. Sponsored by Quiet Hype Media. That's gonna come. That first round mock draft for y'all. I'm gonna put it together.
Bro, they playing some lackadaisical defense now. No, I ain't seen not one hand go up. Hand down, man down.
Mama, there goes that man.
Man, that I don't know how KCP keep getting switched on LeBron, and I don't know why he always
Guarding him like
swiping
he a
down.
martial artist.
He always doing that. Like, that should be working when motherfuckers be bending their legs and scooting back. That should be stupid as
That
hell.
boy was in a Jackie Chan stance.
That should be so. That should be stupid, bro. I'm glad you pointed that out because I hate when dudes do that. Like, that should be helping.
You ain't playing him to not one side. You all off balance it. Whatever side he do choose to go.
So, yes, make yourself lighter, KCP.
So they taught us that as kids, like, bruh, if a man, if his feet were side by side, you can easily be knocked off balance. You got to put one of them feet in front of the other.
Mr. That boy Bruce Brown playing the role man in 6'3". The cutter. That boy.
Hey, Brooklyn started that for him.
Yeah,
See
I
that?
know, but
Hey, what I tell
that
you,
is
there go Brown and
wild.
D'Lo talking. I told you they've been chirping.
I don't see why D'Lo got so many minutes this game.
You know what Darvin Ham gonna say at the post game? You know, I just like the fire from that. You know, he played a hell of a game. You know, like bruh. I can say
What's up with
Joker.
Darvin Ham? And they got a knot on his head permanently.
That boy got a helmet for a head.
But I'm really trying. I don't know if he been in an accident, man, or if something happened to him before he got hired. But
He was like that when he was playing for Detroit back then.
oh, he always hit the little knot thing. Oh,
Bruh, he
man.
was from New York, man. If you know, you know. If you don't get that joke, it's an insider, I guess.
Let's go. Dude, LeBron. Yo, go ahead and put LeBron on Jokic. He at least got the strength.
And Jokic still kind of just moving him. Like Jokic, I mean, Jokic still got 20 pounds over LeBron. So
Jeff Green got to hit. Jeff Green and KCP gonna be the reason why Denver lose if they lose.
this dude, Jeff Green, took a deep midi fade when Schroeder was on him. I would have benched him for the rest of the game off that play alone.
I'm gonna hop off when the fourth quarter start. But was there anything else in the basketball world that it was talking about? I'm trying to think of something. Oh yeah, man. Just the last little bit about this draft
Schroeder
class.
looking like Chris Paul, huh?
I feel like this draft class is gonna be special, right? I see at least 7 all-stars that I know gonna at least make an all-star team. This is gonna be one of them drafts. Cause Cam Whitmore, dude came out of Villanova. Man, he another. Yeah, he was kind of hurt, and then when he finally got healthy, you know how that should be. They already replaced him with new prospects. They hyping up, but that dude there is gonna be nasty. Dude like 6'7". He can play goddamn 2 through 4.
What the world, Schroeder?
Man, that was goaltending, AD.
I ain't gonna lie though, that was
That was coming down.
That was an impressive sequence between both of them. The reflex of both of them. I didn't even think AD was hit.
AD the best shot blocker in the league to me.
I gotta see that again.
It looked like it was it. He almost got there. It looked like he pushed it. Like it was finna come. It was finna come down. It looked like
Chamberlain block. Back when they wasn't calling goaltending.
Yeah, looked like it was finna come down. Like he got it right before, like after it came down, like a split second right after it came down. In my opinion. But if they reverse it, I ain't gonna be.
Whatever call they make, the other side gonna be mad. That's all I'm gonna say.
That would look high too. You know, like. Boy, Hachimura need more minutes, man. How the hell D-Lo done played 28 minutes, man? Hachimura done played 20. Lonnie only played 8. Get D-Lo the hell out their rotation, man. Not out the rotation.
Has Lonnie taken a shot this game? I know he took that wild layup earlier. That was back in the first half. That was back in the first half.
He 0 for 1. He 0 for 1.
That's the only shot he took.
This dude,
they gotta put him in some catch and shoot opportunities. Money is obviously one of the better 3-point shooters, and y'all gotta find some way to get come on, man.
But all right, Ray, I'm finna hop off, man.
I'm about to do the same thing. Chris got his mic muted.
That's been another episode of Hoop Historians Podcast.
Sorry about the late arrival, man. Well, I was.
Before you came on here, I swear I was about to sign the.
That boy was over there hitting the rack, daddy. How he was moving.
But
that's been another episode. I'm White Boy Chris. That's Ray. That's Diddy Knows Ball. Till next time, y'all.